Hi, I'm Natalie. You know those mother-in-law stories people joke about? Mine's not funny. After 5 years of marriage to Daniel, I thought his mother Judith had finally accepted me. I was wrong. Babe, I'm going to pick up the cake. Mom said she'd help you with the decorations while I'm gone, Daniel said, kissing my forehead before heading out the door. Are you sure that's a good idea? I asked, fidgeting with my bracelet, the anniversary gift he'd given me earlier that morning. Come on, Nat. She's really trying this time. Daniel's eyes pleaded with me. The party starts in 2 hours. I'll be back in 45 minutes tops. I nodded reluctantly. All right. Love you. Love you more. He winked, closing the door behind him. 20 minutes later, Judith arrived with a sickeningly sweet smile. Natalie, dear, let me see what you've done with the decorations. I led her to our living room where blue and silver streamers hung from the ceiling. We decided on an under the stars theme. She said, pursing her lips. Interesting choice. Did you decide this? Or did Daniel? We both did, I said, trying to keep my tone even. It represents our first date. How quaint. She touched a balloon with her manicured fingernail. Daniel always loved gold decorations growing up. I'm surprised he agreed to this. He suggested it, actually. I turned to arrange some photo frames. The garage has more supplies if you want to help me bring them in. Oh, absolutely, she said, following me. As soon as we entered the garage, Judith cleared her throat. Oh dear, I forgot my phone in my car. Be right back. Before I could respond, the door slammed shut. I heard the unmistakable click of the lock. Judith? I called, jiggling the handle. The door locked automatically. Silence. Judith! I pounded on the door. Can you hear me? I hear you perfectly well, came her voice from the other side. You know, Natalie, I've been planning this anniversary party for months. The one I'm throwing at my house in an hour. The one Daniel thinks was your idea. My stomach dropped. What are you talking about? Our party is here. Daniel and I planned it together. Judith laughed coldly. That's what you think. But while you're stuck in here, we'll be celebrating at my house with all our family and friends. I've told everyone you're feeling unwell. No one's going to believe that, I shouted, pounding harder. Daniel already does. I texted him from your phone an hour ago. A little emergency at work. You'll join us later. I frantically patted my pockets. My phone was on the kitchen counter. Why are you doing this? I asked, my voice breaking. Because you don't deserve him, she hissed. 5 years of watching you take my son away, making him miss family events, turning him against me. That's not true. Save your breath. Your car keys are in the house, your phone is in my purse, and the garage door opener is disabled. I'll be sure to tell everyone how sorry you were to miss it. I heard her heels clicking away. Judith, come back! I screamed, but she was gone. I slumped against the door, tears welling up. Then my neighbor Emma's voice came through the side window. Natalie, is everything okay? I heard shouting. Emma, thank God. Judith locked me in the garage. Can you help me get out? What? That's insane. Hold on, let me try something. 5 minutes later, Emma had helped me escape through the side window. I can't believe she did that, Emma said, brushing dust off my clothes. I need to call Daniel, I said, borrowing her phone. But Daniel's phone went straight to voicemail. I tried 3 more times before giving up. He must be driving, I said, more to myself than Emma. She told him I had a work emergency. What are you going to do? Emma asked, her eyes wide. I took a deep breath, my mind racing. First, I need evidence. Your security cameras, Emma said suddenly. Didn't Daniel install them last month? My eyes widened. You're right. The app should show everything. Using Emma's tablet, I logged into our security system. The footage was crystal clear. Judith locking me in, her confession through the door, everything. I need to save this before she realizes, I said, forwarding the video to my email. What about Daniel? Emma asked. If his mom said the party's at her house, he'd go there straight from the bakery. I finished her sentence. I need to get there. Take my car, Emma offered, handing me her keys. But what's your plan? I clutched the keys tightly. I'm going to show everyone exactly who Judith really is. Before leaving, I called my friend Rachel, who was supposed to come to our party. Rachel, it's Natalie. Where are you right now? Heading to your mother-in-law's place, she replied. Daniel said there was a last-minute venue change. Are you feeling better? Judith told everyone you had a migraine. I'm perfectly fine, I said through gritted teeth. Listen, I need your help. Can you delay Daniel from starting anything until I get there? What's going on, Nat? Judith locked me in our garage so I'd miss my own anniversary party. She what? Rachel's voice rose sharply. That's insane! Of course I'll help. How much time do you need? 20 minutes, max. And Rachel, don't let Judith know I'm coming. Count on me. I'll tell everyone you're on your way with a surprise. As I drove to Judith's house, I called Daniel's best friend, Mark. Mark, it's Natalie. Is Daniel with you? Yeah, we just got to his mom's place. Everything okay? Judith said you had some work crisis. Put me on speaker without letting Daniel or Judith know. Okay. I heard shuffling. You're on, but quiet. Daniel said he was picking up our cake, did he? Yeah, it's right here. Beautiful cake, by the way. Is it blue and silver like we planned? No, it's gold with 5 years blessed written on it. My suspicions confirmed. Mark, Judith locked me in our garage to keep me from our party. She's been planning this for months, switching the venue, changing our theme. Can you make sure Daniel doesn't cut that cake until I get there? Holy shit, Mark whispered. Yeah, I've got you. How far out are you? 10 minutes. When I arrived, I parked down the street and called Rachel. I'm here. Is everyone inside? Yes, Rachel replied. Daniel's getting worried. Judith keeps saying you're just running late. Perfect. I'm coming in now. As I approached Judith's front door, I heard another voice. Natalie, is that you? I turned to see Maria, Daniel's sister, sitting on the porch swing. I needed some air, she explained. Mom's been acting weird all day. Weird how? Maria frowned. She's been glued to her phone, kept saying you'd be here any minute. And she was so insistent on changing the party location last week. Did she give any reason for the change? I asked. Maria shook her head. Just that your house wasn't grand enough for such an important celebration. I defended your place. It's beautiful. But she dismissed me. Then she started making all these strange comments about how you're always putting work first and never prioritizing family. I knew something was off. Daniel seemed confused about the venue change too, but Mom convinced him it was your idea to surprise him. Of course she did, I said bitterly. She's been trying to drive a wedge between us for years. Did you know she locked me in my own garage today? Maria's jaw dropped. She did what? I have proof. I showed her the security footage on Emma's tablet. Maria's face paled, then flushed with anger. I always knew Mom could be controlling, but this is criminal. What are you going to do? I'm going to show everyone the truth, I said. Are you with me? Maria stood up. After seeing this? Absolutely. Maria and I entered the house together. The living room was decorated in gold, nothing like the blue and silver theme Daniel and I had chosen. About 30 guests mingled around, but conversations died as I walked in. Daniel rushed over. Nat, are you okay? Mom said you had an emergency at work. Before I could answer, Judith appeared, her face a mask of concern. Natalie, you made it! She moved to hug me, but I stepped back. Don't touch me, I said quietly. Daniel looked between us, confused. What's going on? Why don't you tell him, Judith? I suggested, my voice steady despite my racing heart. Tell him what, dear? Judith laughed nervously, glancing around at the guests. I'm just glad you could join us after your work emergency. There was no work emergency, I stated flatly. I was locked in our garage, by you. The room fell completely silent. Judith's face hardened. What nonsense is this? Daniel, your wife is clearly stressed. I have proof, I interrupted, holding up Emma's tablet. Your security cameras caught everything, Judith. Daniel's face darkened. What is she talking about, Mom? She's making things up, Judith insisted, reaching for Daniel's arm. She's always been jealous of our relationship. Play the video, Natalie, Maria said firmly, standing beside me. I connected the tablet to Judith's TV and pressed play. The footage was undeniable. Judith locking the door, her confession, her threats. As the video ended, Daniel's face had gone white with shock and anger. Mom? His voice cracked. Tell me this isn't real. Judith's expression changed instantly. Daniel, you don't understand. I was trying to protect you. Protect me, Daniel exploded. By locking my wife in our garage? By lying to me about where our anniversary party was supposed to be? She's not good enough for you, Judith cried. She's been pulling you away from your family for years. The only person pushing me away right now is you, Daniel said coldly. Judith turned to me, her eyes blazing. This is all your fault. You turned my son against me. You did that yourself, I replied calmly. I'm sorry, Natalie. Judith suddenly changed tactics, tears forming. I made a terrible mistake. Please forgive me. We can start over. No. I cut her off. We can't. You've been undermining our marriage for 5 years. Today was just the first time you got caught. Judith's face contorted with rage. She lunged toward me. You ungrateful little... Daniel stepped between us, but not before Judith knocked over a table, sending glasses shattering across the floor. Get out of my house, she screamed. Both of you, get out! Gladly, Daniel said, taking my hand. But first... He pulled out his phone and held it up. I've been recording since I saw the security footage. Threatening my wife, destruction of property. Should I continue? Judith's eyes widened with panic. You wouldn't dare. Try me, Daniel challenged. Stay away from us or next time we press charges. As we turned to leave, Judith grabbed my arm. This isn't over, she hissed. He'll see through you eventually. Let go of my wife, Daniel demanded. When she didn't, he added, Now, Mom. Or what? She sneered. Or I call the police, Mark said, stepping forward with his phone already dialing. Judith finally released my arm, stumbling backward. Let's go, I said to Daniel. Our real anniversary party is waiting at home. 2 weeks later, we sat in Officer Patterson's office at the police station, reviewing our statement. So you want to file a restraining order against your mother, Mr. Carter? Officer Patterson confirmed, looking at Daniel. Yes, Daniel nodded firmly. The evidence is all there. Unlawful confinement, harassment, and threats. And there was a witness who helped Mrs. Carter escape? My neighbor, Emma, I explained. She's submitted her statement already. After finishing the paperwork, we stepped outside where Maria was waiting. How did it go? She asked anxiously. Restraining order is being processed, Daniel said. Mom can't come within 500 feet of our home or Natalie's workplace. Maria sighed heavily. I never thought it would come to this. Has she tried contacting you again? Every day, I admitted. Calls, texts, even a letter claiming she was just playing a harmless prank. Nothing about what she did was harmless, Maria said firmly. I'm so sorry, Nat. I should have seen how bad it was getting. You couldn't have known, I reassured her. What about the family gathering next month? Maria asked hesitantly. Daniel squeezed my hand. We'll host it at our place. Anyone who has a problem with that can stay home. As we walked to our car, Daniel's phone rang. His father's name flashed on the screen. Hey, Dad, Daniel answered, putting it on speaker. Son, your mother is beside herself, his father began. This restraining order business has gone too far. She wants to apologize. It's too late for apologies, Daniel interrupted. She locked Natalie in our garage. She lied to everyone. She threatened my wife. She made a mistake. Can't you forgive her? She's your mother. Being family doesn't excuse abuse, I said. We're setting boundaries, not cutting ties completely. This is ridiculous, his father huffed. What do you want from her? Professional help, Daniel replied firmly. When she gets therapy and can prove she's changed, we can revisit the restraining order. You're being too harsh, his father insisted. Family sticks together no matter what. Not when sticking together means allowing someone to mistreat your spouse, Daniel countered. Dad, I love you, but I won't let Mom's behavior slide anymore. She crossed a line. Your mother only wanted what was best for you, his father tried again. No, Daniel said with finality. She wanted what was best for herself. There's a difference. After hanging up, Daniel looked exhausted. I'm sorry you married into this family. I took his hand. I married you, not your mother. That evening, we invited Emma, Rachel, Mark, and Maria over for a small celebration, the anniversary party we should have had. To boundaries, Rachel toasted, raising her glass. And security cameras, Emma added with a wink. Later, after everyone had gone, Daniel and I sat on our porch swing. Do you think she'll ever change? I asked softly. I don't know, he admitted. But that's not our problem anymore. What if she does get help, tries to make amends? Daniel considered this. Then we'll take it one day at a time. But I want you to know something. He turned to face me. You're my priority, always. I rested my head on his shoulder, watching the stars appear one by one in the darkening sky. What are you thinking about? Daniel asked. I'm thinking that sometimes the family you choose is more important than the family you're born into, I replied. And I'm glad I chose you. As the night wrapped around us like a blanket, I wondered what challenges the next 5 years might bring. But whatever came our way, we would face it together, without any locked doors between us. Have you ever had to set difficult boundaries with family members? What would you have done in my situation?